Thanks, Captain Crunch, with bangs. All right, well, we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with the city of Lynn Haven first, and we're going to go through the Lynn Haven Commissioner seat 1 and Joe Brown.
Good morning. I'd like to thank the Chamber for this opportunity. I am Joe Brown, and I'm running for Lynn Haven City Commission seat 1. I grew up in Bay County and attended public schools here. I have over 20 years worth of city and county government experience in 3 different states. Experience working with other elected officials, government agencies, and working with some of our local elected officials as well. I've served on the Lynn Haven CRA Advisory Board for the last 4 years and have been on the Bay County Affordable Housing Advisory Committee for the past year as we look for ways to help with affordable housing in Bay County. So I appreciate those of you from Lynn Haven. I need your votes on April the 18th. Thank you.
All right, next we have Brian Lee Gray.
Five score and 7 years ago. I'm Brian Gray, and I'm putting an application in to work for the citizens of Lynn Haven to represent you on seat 1. I've been a resident of Lynn Haven since 1965, and why I'm running, you could probably ask my wife, she'll tell you. I'm tired of hearing you complain. Why don't you get up there and do something about it? I said, I think I will. I retired from the Florida Army National Guard after 31 years, state of Florida as a probation officer for 24 years. I'm now a licensed mental health counselor with the VA. Lynn Haven is a great place. Love Lynn Haven, love the people of Lynn Haven. I've met some exciting people. I look forward to working with the rest of the commissioners to make Lynn Haven a great-er place. I mean, we've got some good things going. Got some infrastructure we need to work on. We got some affordability housing issues that we need to work on for sure. But I look forward to just representing the citizens and actually listening to what they have to say as I've been walking around doing some street walking. But it's a good thing to listen to the people and look forward to representing them on the city council. Thank you.
All right, next we have Sam Peoples.
Hey everyone, I'm Sam Peoples. Thanks for this opportunity. I'm a 3rd generation Lynn Haven citizen. I grew up next door to my grandparents, and now I'm actually living on the same piece of property I grew up in, and I'm raising my children there. I have 12 years combined experience between the Air Force and Florida Air National Guard. I have a master's degree in cybersecurity, and I also have a background in risk management, which I think will be a great tool with helping with one of our main issues in Lynn Haven, which is flooding. I also want to go back and re-review all the codes and everything and find the ones that make sense, because one of the reasons for unaffordable housing is there are outdated codes in place. We need to take our time, do our research, figure out what codes make sense, re-review them, and make sure that they actually fit Lynn Haven. I promise that if you elect me, I will lead with integrity. I will do my research, I will be solution-minded, and I will be creative and find ways that we can raise money that you as the taxpayer does not have to pay for. And with that, I humbly ask for your vote on April 18th. Thank you.
All right, next up we got Lynn Haven Commissioner seat 2, and we got Mr. Richard Walker.
I can't climb the stairs without falling. On the stump, Rich Walker. I am not from Lynn Haven. You can tell by my accent. Try and guess where I'm from. I have been from all over the world. My former occupation, Department of State, embassies overseas, foreign governments. I've been there. I've seen governments come and go. I am a resident of Lynn Haven, 20 years. I have been behind the ears for 20 years, solving problems for Lynn Haven and not being noticed for it. But I get things done unnoticed. Now I'm going to try and be noticed and be in front for the citizens of this town. The town has to have the citizens come back into the government. One of the apathy things we have is we don't have them attending. I look forward to working for the city and for the citizens of Lynn Haven. Thank you.
All right, back to my accent. The next one we have up is Lynn Haven Commissioner Seat 4, and we have Ellen Fields.
Hello, everybody. Happy Good Friday. My name is Ellen Fields. I'm running for City Commissioner of Lynn Haven, Seat 4. The reason I wanted to run is I think that we treat our city as a business, and we have a little bit of a problem with our business of Lynn Haven. We have issues that people don't always attend to. You see the spit and polish, and it looks like Lynn Haven is doing great, but there's a lot of little problems that we need to attend to. The people are the ones who tell us this. And when you go out and you door knock, you hear from people what the problems are. I have a background in business from Wall Street and education, and I would like to address education in our city. Even though we don't have a lot of say in it, we can't attract people to our community if we have a C grade for our education. And that's a big issue. Yes, we have stormwater issues and everything else that goes with it, but you can't attract these people if it's not a good place to live. Thank you. See you April 18th.
All right, next we have Commissioner Judy Vandergriff.
It hadn't started yet. Hi, I'm Judy Vandergriff. I was appointed 2 months ago to fill the seat of the Lynn Haven Commission Seat 4. And I'm asking the citizens of Lynn Haven to help me keep that position. I don't look at it as a job. I look at it as a privilege. I've had 35 years in Bay District School and leadership, and then I had 10 years. I started University Academy Charter School. So I know what responsibility is, and I'm willing to take on that responsibility in Lynn Haven. I've changed my focus a little bit from education to city government, and it's been very interesting the last 2 months. But it takes the citizens to keep me in this position. The citizens have to go and vote. Early voting starts April 10th. Judy Vandergriff.
All right, our next one is Lynn Haven Mayor, and we have Mayor Jesse Nelson.
Hi, I'm Jesse Nelson, Mayor of City of Lynn Haven. I only have 2 questions for you today. Question number 1, are we better today than we were 2 years ago? 2 years ago, citizens expressed concerns about stormwater, debt, charter review, transparency. 2 years later, our debt is down by $13 million. We've dug 17 miles of ditches, invested nearly $10 million in stormwater. The charter has several referendums on the ballot coming up April the 18th. And we've established a mayor's youth council and hosted several town halls. So yes, we are better today than we were 2 years ago. But the second question is, do we want to continue to move forward? Do we want to continue to make positive progress and establish quality growth in our community? Do we want to continue to be Bay County's best city for families? Do we want to continue to remain in the top 10 safest cities in the state of Florida? If your answer is yes, I humbly ask for your vote on or before April the 18th. Let's keep moving forward together because we're greater together. Thank you.
All right, next we're moving on out of Lynn Haven and we're moving into Parker. So we have Parker Council Member Seat 2, and we have Cameron Fuquay.
Hey, good morning, everybody. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cameron Fuqua. I'm an Air Force veteran, local attorney, local youth soccer coach, also a member of the chamber. I'm gonna hopefully let y'all indulge me for a quick second. Raise your hand if you are a resident of Parker or have a business located in Parker. That's what I assumed. Less than 10. And that's why I'm running. For me, Parker needs to be receptive of the undeniable growth of Bay County. We have to be receptive in terms of our infrastructure. We have to be receptive in terms of our governance. And right there is the epitome and the showing of why I am running, is because we need to change it so that there are a lot more hands raised to that question in Parker, while still maintaining the beauty and the charm and the character of Parker. So if you live in Parker, have business in Parker, working in Parker, share the campaign, go to the website, fuquacitycouncil.com, find me on Facebook. I'll also stick around this morning and answer more questions. Have a great morning. Thank you all.
Okay, next up, we have Parker Mayor, and we have Patricia Fosake.
Morning, everyone. I don't have to repeat Cameron to identify who's not here as far as the residents of Parker. I'm Pat Fosake, and I am running for mayor. I served 35 years for the world's largest scuba diving membership organization, and as part of that, I dealt in the risk management aspect of that. Contract negotiations, financial responsibility, networking with other individuals, all the way from a scuba diving instructor to a CEO of a major corporation that we may be partnering with on various things. As part of that, I've learned a lot. I've got a lot of experience, leadership experience, team building, and mentorship that I would like to share with the residents and with the staff at Parker, along with the City Council. We've got a lot to do. As Cameron said, Parker needs to realize that Bay County is growing around us, and we seem to be forgetting that. We're not taking advantage of the fact that we're here. We're right next door to Tyndall. We're the gateway to Tyndall Air Force Base. We need to bring those people into Parker and into the rest of Bay County. I humbly ask for your vote, if you know friends in Parker, to vote for me. Thank you.
All right, next up, we have Mayor Andrew Kelly.
A lot of folks here today. Thank you very much for inviting me. I only have a minute. I could use an hour. If you drove through the city of Parker in the last 2 years, you've seen significant change. That change is because we have been dealing with all of the things that were left to us after the hurricane. If I'm reelected, we are going to continue to address those issues. We have fixed the books. The last administration left us 3 audits behind. That will all be finished in June. And hopefully, with that being said, we'll be able to get on with new construction. And you saw earlier from East Bay Flats, that's the first brand new piece of construction for homes in our city. And unfortunately, I wasn't the one to start that. The last administration did, but I was fortunate enough to be there when it ended. We have more and more growth coming in the future. We have more and more companies approaching us daily about bringing new businesses into Parker. And it's my hope and my desire that I'm reelected for the last 2 years, that I would like to run for just 2 more years. And
Okay, and last but not least, we have Panama City candidates coming up, and we're going to start off with Panama City Commissioner Award 2, Michelle Bryant.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michelle Bryant, and I am running for Ward 2 in Panama City. I am a native of Panama City. I am a veteran of the United States Army. My experience includes executive leadership as well as time in the nonprofit sector. My vision for Ward 2 is to improve affordable housing, bring businesses to Ward 2, as well as improve the infrastructure. I heard a gentleman just ask how many people in here have businesses in Parker. I can probably count on one hand how many people are in here today that has businesses in Ward 2. We'd like to change that and bring more people to the chamber, bring more businesses to Ward 2, as well as support all the other areas in the community. So if you live in Ward 2 or have a business in Ward 2, I humbly ask for your vote on April 18th. Vote Michelle Bryant, Commissioner Ward 2.
All right, next up we have Janice Lucas.
Good morning, happy Good Friday. And thank you to the Chamber and thank you to the Central Panhandle Realtors for endorsing my campaign. I'm a 4th generation Panama Cityan, and I've served this community professionally for 40 years, including having been a newspaper reporter, a college professor, adjunct professor, most recently serving as an executive director of a nonprofit here locally. I've served on numerous boards in this community, including past member of the Bay County Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. I bring this service to my community. I'm dedicated to making our community a better place to live, work, and play in Bay County. I'm running for Ward 2 because I have the dedication, the experience, the relationships, and I'm committed, ready to work with all of you to help make our business community a better place. Vote yes on the tax referendum and vote for Janice Lucas, Panama City Commissioner, Ward 2.
Okay, next we're moving over to Panama City Commissioner Ward 3, and we have Brian Granger.
Thank you, Judy. Hi, I'm Brian Granger. I'm born and raised in Panama City, Florida. I did 10 years of active duty Air Force, and then I came back and did 10 years in the Air National Guard out at Tyndall. While I was there, I got my master's in business administration, and now I'm a cybersecurity manager managing people all across the nation. I manage about an $11 million budget. So with that skill set, I feel I'm the most qualified for Ward 3. I'm running for bringing the city back to fiscal responsibility, making the city more small business friendly, and protecting our children. And on that basis, I think that we can build a foundation within the city that our children don't have to leave to achieve their dreams. So I humbly ask for your vote if you're in Ward 3 for Brian Granger. Thank you.
Even with the stripes and hat, I have to be real. Right. Next we have Commissioner Billy Rader.
Good morning, my name is Billy Rader. I'm City Commissioner, City of Panama City, Ward 3. I was elected in 2007 by the citizens of Ward 3, and I soon learned any city commissioner or any elected official is not worth their salt unless they learn to make tough decisions. And we've had to make some mighty hard, tough decisions, and you'll never please everybody. You never will. You do the best you can. You pray about it, you think about it, and then you bring it to the table. I humbly ask for your vote if you live in Ward 3 on or before April 18th. Next week is early vote. Ward 3 is spread out. I've now got Star Avenue. I've got Venetian Villa, Candlewick. I've got Sweet Bay. I've got Forest Park. I love our city, love our community. I know how to make strong decisions, and I know it takes experience, and I've got the experience to do the job, and I'm not finished yet. And I'm so proud of our city for growing like it has grown in a responsible way. Thankful for DOT and the 6 lane and the 3 lane.
All right, next up we have Panama City Mayor, and we have Mayor Greg Bernecki.
I'd like to thank the Chamber and Carol. You know, there is no substitute for strong leadership and proven experience. I've led Panama City through 2 hurricanes, 2 bouts with COVID, and the largest wildfire in the history of the state of Florida. Soon after the hurricane, we had a citizen-driven process with a 90% approval rating to revitalize downtown. The citizens cast a vision, and now, because of the state and federal government helping us, we are making that vision a reality. We did the same thing in Glenwood, Millville, and St. Andrews, and we will be starting those projects soon. We have over $420 million to be able to fix the infrastructure in the city to have all those things come to fruition. In order to make all that happen, April 18th, I need your vote, early voting Monday at City Hall. Let's make Panama City a better place to live, work, and raise a family.
All right, next up we have Brenda Lewis Williams.
Good morning. It's rather early, isn't it? My name is Brenda Lewis Williams. I'm a wife, a mother, a grandmother, and a great-grandmother. I'm a graduate of Texas Southern University with a BBA in Business Administration. I have graduate studies at Troy University in Counseling as well as New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary Christian Administration. What got me into this, I was never in politics before, not in this type of arena, was a pothole. You know who Flip Wilson is? Who knows who Flip Wilson is? Very good. I took a witticism from Flip Wilson and said, a pothole made me do it. That's literally what made me do it. Then when I started researching and looking why the potholes weren't being fixed, I saw other challenges. There's 5 components to a healthy city: people, transportation, utilities, housing, and employment. And we need to build on those for a better city, a healthier city.
All right, next up we got Dr. Michael Rohan.
Good morning. I want to thank the Chamber for letting me speak at First Friday. It's also Good Friday, which is a very holy day for all of us. I am a retired orthopedic surgeon, and I was trained in medicine to look for problems and then get rational solutions to them. I want to use the marina as an example. We have 24 acres of waterfront down there, and this was given to the St. Joe Company for no price. It was given to them absolutely free. Now, I would like to work with the St. Joe Company. They have 4 acres that they have their hotel and the restaurant. That's fine. I think we should have sold them that land, and then we, the people, would be responsible for the rest of the marina. I believe in small business, and I believe this would be an economic generator for our town. So I would favor privatizing, using the marina, and using the business structure down there so we could lessen our tax base. Thanks.
Back to you, Bangs.